she's come together. Show you how to reinstall these valves. Really simple. And this is bare bones, poor man's way of doing this. I don't have the fancy pneumatic style. Bought this thing off of Amazon for like 20 or 30 bucks. And it's actually really easy to use. So you just set her up there on your rocker perch. You run these in real quick. And I try to line her up as best I can with the valve stem down in there. And tighten her up. She got a little side-to-side movement on her so you can line her up. Snug these down. This bolt right here, I don't know if you can actually tell or not, there's a ball bearing on the bottom of it. So you run that all the way up. Make sure you put your little top hat on there. And you have this little cage, slide it in there. You usually have to run this all the way up. And I put some Lucas red and tacky grease on that bolt. Just trying to keep it as smooth as possible. It's not too much tension on them. Okay, this is gonna be hard. All right, I'm gonna set you all right there. Oh, that is perfect. All right. So, I'm trying to line her up the best I can. You can already see her how easy it's just press that thing down. And a lot of people say you have to raise the head up, this or that. What I do, see if I don't dump y'all, just tilt the head up, and I got a towel underneath this to protect the head surface. Lift the head up, put your hand underneath it, and push the valve all the way up. Make sure she's not going to catch anything. Let's see if y'all can see. Yeah, make sure that valve stem's going to go through no problem. Try and get y'all set up again. And just go up here. Start going down. Make sure everything's lining up. And crank her down. Like I said, this is really easy. And I'm just holding that valve up. And the valve guide underneath, just keeping pressure on it. So once you have your grooves exposed, take your little keepers, itty bitty little things. Let's see if I can do these. I'll slide her up there, put her in a groove. And I've already put some assembly lube on these valve stems when I put them in. And I made sure I left some on these grooves for these keepers to kind of keep them stuck on there so they don't fall off while you're taking it off. You go back on here and you just slowly let her off. Just watching her, make sure she's lined up. And these keepers are tapered, so when you raise the spring up, it should slowly follow up. As long as you do it nice and slowly, it should line itself up either way, even if you're off a hair or whatever. So she comes up, and now she's fully seated. She releases. Run this off. Take your cage out. And you take your other ratchet, break these suckers loose. Alright, so you don't have to torque them down because she kind of holds herself anyways. I accidentally did a valve with these loose and it still worked fine. Pop her out. And you can see you got a nice little valve all installed with springs, and I've done this side so far. I got 2 left. And like I said, yeah, technically the pneumatics would be quicker, this and that, but shoot, for doing this in my backyard and my building, doing this all by myself, trying to do as much as I can to save as much money as I can to stay on a budget, This thing being literally 20-30 bucks on Amazon. It's a Chinese, but you're not putting a lot of pressure on it. As long as you take your time, you're not gonna mess anything up. And also, being first time engine builder and this and that, you want to take your time to make sure you're doing everything right. So this thing, absolutely love it. Best purchase ever working on these heads. Now, of course, if I start doing a whole lot more, I'll probably buy me something else a little bit quicker. But for this, A+, 5 stars, would always recommend. So gonna finish these girls out. This head will be ready to go for the most part. And then my other head is over there. I had to get some new valves because those are the 3 valves that are bent. When I was checking these out and lapping valves, found those 3 were bent. So once I get this one done, this is ready to rock and roll. I'll get the other head up here, start lapping the valves, getting the new valves in it, and then I'll start doing the valve springs on that one.